Hey guys, it's Lizzie. Welcome back to my channel. Right now the only thing I want to make a video about is getting everything out of my site. I want to have the joy of kind of having nothing. I think that I'm in a place where materialistic things are kind of starting to bother me. And so therefore, my goal within I want to be able to achieve it in less than 2 months. I want to have nothing in my closet besides maybe the essentials and necessities. So I'm gonna show you my closet and show you what I'm dealing with. Okay, so one, let me explain the posters. I keep all my tomboyish, nerdy aspects on the inside of my closet. This is a anime poster because I like it, and it's signed by the voice actor himself, so I'm obviously not getting rid of that. My Spider-Man poster, which I love very deeply. And then all of this I want gone and cleared out. So as of right now, my only resource is the app Vinted, which I think I've mentioned on this platform once. So this is my goal, to get rid of all of it within a 2-month range. Everything's pretty cheap as is, $5, 10 tops. And along with all of that, I feel like I just need to have more space to think. And I have too much going on in my closet that distracts me from thinking, in a sense. And there's also something that I learned recently from being with myself a lot of kind of just self-reflecting. And what I've learned is that all of this I've had for over 5 years, not a bad thing, but these are all kind of the old versions of me, so I want to recreate. So everything in here has a memory and all that, and it just doesn't feel like myself anymore. So in my eyes, there's nothing wrong with getting rid of things. I could just donate, of course, but I'm honestly respectfully too lazy to go drop off to the donation center if I know I can just make a tiny bit of a profit. There's nothing wrong with earning extra cash. So that's kind of what I wanted to include. I'm also going to include how I do on this app, because the way that I treat Poshmark, I treat my accounts, my resale accounts, as if they're Shein accounts. So for instance, I have these two tablecloths. In fact, give me 1 minute. Okay. So I have these two tablecloths, and of course they're shiny, they're beautiful, and they're very eye-catching. That is the point. Whenever I first started reselling, maybe 5 years back on Poshmark, I was looking at everybody's photos, and they're not bad. There's nothing wrong with standing an item up and taking a picture of it. That's completely fine. But I was well, maybe to make it more attractive, why don't I lay these down, put the item on it, and see where that gets me. I wanted to be in more of a kind of professional inciting of what these apps can do for me. And that's kind of, in my opinion, of how I increase my profits. So I'm going to show you a few clips of that, and I may just take you about my day, but I did want to explain the urgency that I have. I have a lot of urgency just to get rid of this, because I just don't want to look at it anymore. And I know that somebody else can give any of my clothings a better home and all of that. So that is my, that's just my vent, honestly. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so it is the next day and I did a lot of thinking about how my closet was going to kind of be updated, reinvented type of scale. I'm still selling pretty much a majority of this as fast as I can, but what I did based on the presentation from the beginning of this video was I took all my black clothing, which is kind of a majority of what I wear. Turns out I have 16 items, 16 black pieces. As I moved them all the way to the sides, that way you can no longer see it, or at least it's not as visible, and it really kind of brought out a lot of color, which is cool. And also what I did was I put my designer handbags on the bottom, and then I put my shoes on the top, and for that I'm gonna need a ladder from now on to actually get to my shoes, but it'll be fine because honestly I don't think I enjoy the concept of bending over to get my shoes. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And there's an entire other shelf back here where my hand's at that needs to, I think, be resolved, but that will be resolved once I get all of this out. And also, in case you didn't notice by now, I put in LED lights. And I think it honestly really changed the concept. So I have it on the color orange. It perceives itself as gold, which is awesome because it actually looks cooler than what it did before. And actually, I don't know, I like it now. I like it more now, and that's what matters. So this is considerably my updated closet. Things have changed. I didn't video the entire moving process because it was 2 a.m. last night when I did that, and I just didn't put on my camera for it. I'll learn as I go, guys. But yeah, this is my updated closet, and that is pretty much what this video, I guess, is going to be. Once I get done editing, I'll figure it out. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.